So, romantic partner's first name, please. And just FYI, while I'm looking through these, when I do my professional readings, one-on-one paid readings, I don't ask for any information. I don't ask for names. I don't ask for anything. The only reason I do it here, some people call it dial-up readings, is because it's a quick little 2 or 3 minute reading, and it goes a lot easier that way. Okay. I hope that explanation made sense. No legitimate ethical medium will ask you any questions before a reading, or send you a questionnaire, or send you a DM asking for money. And there's a lot of copycats out there on all the platforms. So never send anybody money who says, heavenly angels have spoken to me, or anything like that. That's all fake. Or hot grand rising. I get that one all the time.
Or spells.
I am drawn to Derek for Dawn. So Dawn, if you're still there. Oh, she just typed in Derek again. Okay, you don't have to type it anymore. Derek for Dawn. So what I'm feeling, and this could belong to somebody else if it's not for you, but I'm feeling this person suffered with, and my ear is blasting right now, so I'm pretty sure this is accurate. There was some kind of emotional issue or addiction issue around Derek. Do you understand that, Dawn? Yes or no, before I proceed? Because he's coming, whoever this is coming in strong. And now my other ear hurts. This one's ringing and this one hurts. Okay. So he's saying something quite dramatic, and I'm not going to say it on here because I'll get banned. But I will say there's, he's taking responsibility for his passing in some way. Do you understand that? Okay. Because I feel like what he's telling me is it was at his own hands, by his own hands. And I have the worst pain in the side of my head right now. And this happens, that's called clairsentience. That's clear feeling, either emotional or physical. Am I right on that, Kathy? Clairsentience is emotional and physical. Sometimes I get my age. I forget what the words mean. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. So just to clarify, he is saying that he wants to assure you and everybody. Okay. Thank you. My head hurts really bad. Did something happen to his head, either prior to or after? Because he's like making me feel like pain in the side of my head. Just know, for anybody who has lost anybody, okay, thank you. Anybody who has a loved one that's passed by their own hand in any way, shape, or form, either purposefully or accidentally, they still cross to the spirit world. They are not punished in a burning fire and brimstone of hell. That is not accurate. They all cross to the spirit world. They do have to be, relearn some things and have a life review and figure out what may have caused their human life to kind of go off track. But they're not punished. If you believe in a higher power, a God, a source for everyone, no loving being or source would ever punish someone who had emotional issues or mental health issues. You shouldn't punish somebody because they can't process certain emotions. That's not punishable. Anyone merciful, any being merciful would never do that. So don't ever be afraid that your loved one in spirit's being punished. They're not. I just want to make sure you know that, Dawn. And he's saying, he's so strong because he's making my whole head hurt. He's saying, stop feeling guilty. You couldn't have changed a thing. He's saying you're beating yourself up. But I feel like he's saying it kind of comes in waves. Sometimes you're like, I know I couldn't have changed it. And sometimes you're like beating yourself up about changing it, about being able to change it. And he's saying, like, he's showing me memories, like, you had big fights sometimes, and, you would be away from each other and back with each other, and a lot of volatility over his addiction stuff. Can you let me know if you understand that? Oh, you weren't together at the time. Okay. Because he's having me draw like what looks like an upside down cityscape. So I don't know if you live near or can see a city from where you lived then or now. Um, but he's showing me that. I just think it's odd. It could be a painting, a tattoo, something, but he's having me draw that. Yes. Oh, was that yes before? I wasn't looking. Kathy, did you see it?
Well, my comments you see them before I do, so I'm not sure either.
So the cityscape, I guess that was the yes to the cityscape. And he's saying tattoo. So you lived in a complex. Okay. He's saying tattoo. So I don't know if you have recently gotten or talked about getting a tattoo with his name and dates on it or something, or he had a tattoo of it. And I feel like there's a kid involved somewhere with some like maybe footprint tattoos or something. Let me know if the tattoo thing, because now he's like bombarding me with all this stuff. And just to get, while I wait, he wrote on my foot once and I wanted it tattooed. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Thank you for letting me know that, because I was very unsure of, I saw a foot and I saw a tattoo, but I wasn't sure what he was actually showing me. So this is his way of coming through and saying, I still exist. My soul is not who I was as a human that was in there. We had no kids, but I have 2 and he had 4. Okay. Yeah, I thought there were kids somewhere in there. You could see the pure essence of who he was, and he wants you to know he appreciated that you could see who he was, and that's the part of him you loved. When you saw that glimmer of wonderful, pure love in him, and not the pained, emotional, addicted part of him, you saw the pure essence, and he just wants you to know how much he appreciated you showing him love. And he is still around, and he comes around. Perfect. Thank you for validating that. He comes around, and then he keeps talking about the ears. So I don't know if he's fluttering your ears or ringing your ears, because he's making my ears feel all kinds of crazy. So know that he's around. You can feel him. And I appreciate you allowing me to connect with Derek. And I hope that helps you heal in some way. And thank you.
Beautiful reading.
Thank you.
Beautiful.